Alright, we're in the car again, which means I got another deal in the works. I woke up this morning and saw an Arctic Cat DLX 400 for $1,000 about 2 hours away from me. I messaged him and said, hey, can you do 700? He said 900 is the lowest I could go. I said, well, maybe you could do 800. And he said, all right, 850, come get it. So I loaded up the trailer and I'm on my way. I've never had a DLX 400 before. It's the same quad as an LTZ 400 or a KFX as far as frame, engine, pretty much everything, with the exception of your plastics. And I do believe that some of the Arctic Cats have the Kian flat CR carbs instead of the Mikunis, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyways, so 850, he said he has the title clean in his name, which is a big deal. Obviously it gives a lot more value, but there's a catch. I mean, I'm going there. He said that it's not getting power to the solenoid. Even if you try to jump it, it won't jump it, which is kind of sucky. I'm kind of going in blind. I won't be able to jump it. I'm basically gonna have to put it in gear, turn it over, feel if there's compression. But once again, at 850, for the most part, even if the engine was locked up for a titled LTZ or DVX 400, I could probably sell it for parts, like whole, for $1,000. I mean, so at the end of the day, I don't think I can really lose. So I'm going to look at that one. It is my first Arctic Cat. I'm not a big fan of Arctic Cat, but since it's mechanically the same Japanese engine and frame as the LTZs, I'm pretty cool with it. I've seen they're a little harder to sell, but they still sell titled for 2K plus. So maybe we get a big win. Maybe it's just a flip for a parts bike. I hope not, but I guess if I get it, we'll see. So let's take a look, and if I get it, I'll see you in a second. Travis.
Nice to meet you.
Back here.
Yeah, so
What's the scoop?
I actually traded a DF650 for this. And then
The Can-Am?
yeah, I put the jug on there. It's a 94 millimeter 434. I put the head off there off of an LTZ. I put LTZ cams in it because all of the motor is basically an LTZ motor anyway.
Yeah.
It's got an HMF pipe, HMF slip-on.
What brand sleeve did you put on?
I believe it's like T or something like that.
Just some Chinese one?
Something like that. It was only 234 because I originally bought it for a LTZ I had.
Oh yeah.
And because the LTZ that I had didn't come with a jug and piston, so I bought it for that. Turned around, got rid of that, and then picked this up. It ran, and then I put this on it. And I put this on it, which is an aftermarket relay.
Yeah.
And then after I put this on it, took this off, and then put this on it. It does this. And then you turn the key to where that light's supposed to be on right now. This light's on, but watch. Well, it did turn on. But
You would hit the start button and the light would come on?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
What the heck?
That was all after I did this.
Did you put this on at the same time though?
Yes.
Maybe this isn't right. Maybe
not-
the wiring's mixed up on this.
I'm not
Because it's a
sure.
Chinese one, but
Yeah, here's the original OEM one.
yeah, you do have that one?
Yes, sir.
I'll take that. Got
I
a.
actually pulled it apart because I was going to try putting that button in this one.
Oh, really? Did the little start button break?
This wouldn't come back out, was what it did.
Yeah.
The spring inside of there, it's
Popped off?
It didn't pop off. It's just so weak it doesn't want to push it back.
Yeah. Okay. Can I have this?
Yeah, you can take it.
Okay. Cool.
It's got Flywheel. This is the old timing chain. I put a new timing chain in it. This is stretched.
Do you know what brand timing chain you put in? Just an Amazon?
No, it was off of eBay.
But was it a name brand or was it just one of the cheaper ones?
It was a $70 one.
70?
Yeah, it was
probably a
70
hot
bucks.
cams.
And then I got these cams.
This guy looks fine.
I got these cams, but these arrows don't line up with the line on here.
Are they
So these-
aftermarket?
No, these are OEM.
They are
So
OEM?
these need popped off and then re-put back on, and then they need to be reweighted. Is what that needs to be.
Gotcha.
On both.
So these are
sides.
old OEMs, but you said you put
Yeah.
OEM cams in here.
Yeah. the
All
OEM
you did was
cams-
big bore the sleeve and the piston cylinder, right?
Yes.
You didn't do any bottom end stuff?
No.
Okay.
I also got shim kit for it.
First, neutral. Sorry, I'm checking all the gears. Let's set this down. Second, third, fourth, fifth. Feels good. Fourth, third, second.
The motor does turn over too.
Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah, I saw the video you had. Yeah, I heard it.
Compression.
Yeah, you could hear it. That's good.
It's not. I mean.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
frame's clean, sort of. I mean, it's cleaner than 90% of your four wheelers nowadays. It's got a title, which is in my pocket.
yeah, that's the biggest thing that I care
Yeah,
about.
four wheelers don't come with titles nowadays. It seems like. Only reason why I'm getting rid of it is because I'm not good with wiring, and I'm not trying to go through and check all the grounds. I'm about to be going to pick up a truck that I got to do a bunch of work to, so I don't really have the time.
Huh. I don't see the bunch of micro cracks like a lot of these have.
Yeah,
Shock.
It hasn't really been beat on.
Feels good. And then aren't there like little green plastics that go here? Like little, like tiny ones?
So,
I didn't see them in the picture, but it's fine if you don't have them.
I have one.
Oh, you do have one?
I have one because it only came with the one.
Yeah, it's got these little. That's fine. At least that's one less I have to get if I want to put it on there. It's not a big deal. I just
Everything,
was curious.
every one of them I see on Facebook actually, because I was looking at these.
They're missing it?
I was trying to see where they actually went, and they only have the left side.
What? Online?
They only have the left side, and 90% of them is missing the right side of it.
All right, we checked the tranny. Check see if there's a hole in the case there. Looks good. Swing arm looks good. I'm pretty satisfied. The engine did turn over, and I think we're good. I'm happy with 850. You got the title, you said?
Yes, sir.
Can I see your driver's license?
Yes, sir.
All right, I got her back home. It's pretty rainy, so I'm not gonna be able to get any good lighting on this, but here she is, the Arctic Cat DVX 400. So, like I said, the plastics on these are the difference between the KFXs and the LTZs. Interestingly enough, the KFXs, you can interswap their plastics, but on the DVX, it's much different. So, this is the first DVX I've had. It's got a different light, and the plastics are so different. Look at this. So, this is all one piece all the way to the back. I thought that was so bizarre. So, like, to work in here, if you want this off, you literally have to take your battery out and disconnect all these wires, take off the screws, pop this entire thing up just to get under there. So seems like a pretty stupid design. I don't know why you would do that, but that's what Arctic Cat decided to do on this. Let's see. Also, these flares, I'm pretty sure this is a DVX thing. It's got these goofy little extra flares on them. Let me know if that's OEM or not, but I'm pretty sure this is a DVX thing that they added. Other than that, they're going to be pretty much the same bikes. So, oh, I did notice when I was there that this is completely JB welded, and you can tell there's no overflow box here. So he's just running it, he said, without an overflow box. I did check, there is coolant in there. But, yeah, I've never seen one without an overflow box, so I'm probably going to swap that out. Also, when he started it up, the fan was bypassed, so this is just not hooked up at all right here. It should be like this. So, these are expensive. These are like 50 or 60 bucks, I think, for OEM ones. I'm not sure, but they're not cheap. The reverse switch is right here, which is kind of goofy. I mean, it's in a respectable location. I'm not sure if it's supposed to go here or not. He said he thought this was just a coolant hole, or a hole to put coolant in, and I don't know. I think he might be right on that. So, let's see. This was what I thought was the most interesting. Now, he said, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but he said when you put it on run, he said he would hit the start button and the headlight would come on, which I thought was one of the funniest things ever. That cracked me up. So I'm pretty sure that this aftermarket switch he put on has some stuff mixed up. So I'll be interested to see if we swap that out, if that fixes a lot of the issues it's having and gives power to the solenoid like it should. It does have an OEM CDI, which is nice, and it has the OEM cover here, which makes it seem relatively clean, in all honesty. Even cooler is I checked, and this is an OEM Mikuni carb. So that's a big win. If anybody watches my videos, you know that I take these off, I sell them on eBay for 300 bucks, and I put on a cheaper one on there and tune it with the cheaper one. So pretty big win there. I'm super excited about that. He said he did throw this this big bore kit on there, so the piston and the cylinder, but he's left the OEM cams. But what I thought was kind of concerning is, as you can see here, is for some reason there's still an aftermarket cam tensioner on here. So I'm probably going to rip that off immediately and see how loose it actually is, because they always do this when they're loose. But he said he put a new chain on there when he put this all together. So I'm hoping I can just take this off, put an OEM on there, and kind of see where it's at. If it ends up being loose, then I'm definitely going to have to do a cam chain, which kind of suck, because he said he just put one in there. But nevertheless, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So does have a nice HMF exhaust. Last time I worked with one of these, they flowed really well, like impressively well. I had to put a pretty big idle jet on it and a bigger main jet. So I've been impressed with the HMFs. Everything else on the swing arm looks good. I haven't got underneath it, but the swing arm looks pretty clean, and I've seen a lot of micro cracks on these. I mean, a lot. So it's got the Nissan rear brake, and I believe those are Nissans on the front as well. And forget what brand this is on the front bumper. So let's see. These are not the pogo sticks. These are the upgraded ones, I'm pretty sure. And it looks like this is probably a Fly Racing handlebar. Let's see. I'm glad it has the original mud guards. These are expensive if you don't have them. And he did give me a set of extra Nerf bars, which is kind of cool. So I forgot to mention, look how nice these tires are. The rims are also in decent shape. Definitely don't seem to be dented or anything. And they're the original DID Japan. Front tires also quite decent. So it's all in all, it's relatively clean for what I paid for it. I mean, $850 for a titled bike. He did have the title in his name, just like he said. The guy was totally chill, and it was a very smooth transaction. So all in all, everything so far looks pretty decent. I am concerned about not having an overflow on the radiator. But that's not a big deal. So it'll all come down to what it's like when we get it running. So the cool thing is this guy gave me so many spare parts. I mean, let me just show you. Just littered with spare parts. So I got spare Nerf bars. They're just cheapos, but still there. This is the middle gas cap. He gave me a spare LTZ 400 transmission. I'm not sure why, but he just had a lot of parts. He gave me spare cams, but he said that that these gears were actually offset, so they must have gotten beat hard. I'm not sure. Looking at it, it might have been start for oil, but he threw these in there. He had the OEM kill switch, but the start button right here is stuck. So I'm probably gonna try and fix that right off the bat and see if I can get it, because I typically pay like, I don't know, 40 to 50 bucks for these things used. Those are expensive, so pretty big win there. He gave me 2 OEM cam chain tensioners, so that's pretty nice. I usually pay, what, 15 bucks for these. I mean, they look functionally fine so far. I won't know until I mess with them. He gave me a spare flywheel that only has a little bit of damage in there, not much at all. Definitely looks functional. And I mean, this is pretty much the entire transmission on the inside here. It's got your drum and everything. A spare cage, that's nice. There wasn't one in there, so I guess I just needed it anyways. Yeah, this is just the cage for it. The starting gear, and he said this was the chain that was on there, and just this and that. I think this is the main bolt sleeve for where the engine mounts on the head. So he threw all that in there. And oh, this is interesting. The DVXs also have a different seat, and I thought this was actually kind of weird. Let's see if I can put this on there with one hand. So look at this. It's a much longer seat, I feel like. It's definitely different. And I want to see if it feels kind of nice. It almost gives you like extra room for a second person compared to the other ones, but I thought that was kind of different and notable. But it has a little tear here. It's in okay shape. I might not upholster this one. It kind of looks good enough for what I'm probably going to ask from it. So it also came with the OEM cylinder, which honestly, it looks really clean. I'm pretty excited about that. I paid over $100 for those, so now I got a spare cylinder, all the flare fenders, and the original gas tank. So that's pretty cool. Oh, and he also threw in this complete shim kit for me, just because he's a cool guy. So I thought that was pretty sweet. This thing's like 80 bucks. Yeah, I think that's it for the parts. Pretty cool machine for $850. Let me know what you think. I don't know if it's going to be as good as he said, but my hope is that we fix the electrical stuff and she's going to fire right up. But yeah, that's it for the DVX 400. Let me know if you think it's a good deal or not. I think with everything that came with it, it's got to be a win, especially the fact that it's titled. I don't think I can go wrong on it. So right now, I'm currently waiting on parts on a lot of my projects. So the Raptor 50, I'm waiting on rings and gaskets. I have this one I have to rebuild. I haven't done a video on that one, I don't think. It's just kind of been on the back burner. I have the cheapest LTZ 400. I'm waiting on a timing chain for this one. And I also have the yellow one, the super clean one. I have most of the video done, but I'm waiting on a timing chain for that one. And also some valve shims. And then I also have the Predator 500. I think I got all the parts for this to hopefully get this video done in the future. So I got a lot coming up. I also have the LTR 450 that I just got. I got air filter components to put all that back together the way it should, and yeah, so I can do testing on that. But if you made it this far, I appreciate you watching. If you want to leave a like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. But otherwise, I will catch you in the next video. Peace.